Welcome back to Color of the Week. This week's Torah portion is Eikev. We're still in Deuteronomy, Devarim, and Moses is still talking and giving kind of his final speech to the people. And in this week's Torah portion, Moses is letting the people know that if they follow all the commandments, then they will be the recipients of abundance, and it speaks to all the various ways in which they will be blessed. And if they forget about God, then there will be consequences they won't like. And then finally, it covers some specific blessings. The Birkat Hamazon, the blessing grace after meals is in this Torah portion, the second half of the Shema. So Moses is both laying out the conditions for our relationship with God, as well as giving us tools so that we can stay in contact. So we're going to go a little bit deeper now. I'm going to take these cards and we're going to climb the mountain. So there's the mountain. So for this week's Torah portion, the energy that we begin this week with is memory. So certainly when you think about this Torah portion, Moses is spending time focusing on the journey over 40 years. The energy that we need coming into this week is consciousness. So our decisions have an impact. When we choose to do good, the consequences are positive. And when we choose to distance ourselves and neglect kind of our essence and what our true calling is, there are consequences for that. And certainly this Torah portion walks through that. But the lesson from this week's Torah is resilience. So it's interesting because one of the big tests of this week's Torah, as the people were walking through the desert, was how to not get frustrated with something as simple as the bread that was falling from the sky, that was their one form of sustenance. And they did get sick of eating it, and they did miss the foods of Egypt, but they stuck with it and they made it to this point. And Moses is letting them know that if you could do this, you can continue. And there's tools that he gives them in order to stay committed and stay a people who have patience and capacity. How to carry that patience forward is to be tested. So what is getting lost in the desert other than a big old test? And actually these are opposite colors. And so, well, no, they're almost opposites. They look like opposites. So anyway, so the people were tested in the desert, and ultimately the outcome of this time period is interesting. I'm not sure how to take this, what this tells us, but stay tuned.